Oh, hello there. Come closer out of the dark and sit around my campfire, why not? My name, is of no great importance, but the stories I have to tell you are. Witness 4 lost souls journeying together through a grim world of perilous adventure. Be warned, though, these stories are not for the faint-hearted, and once you have heard them, you cannot unheard them. Bear witness to the Vagabond Chronicles. Holy shit.
Well, it's been a sorry state of affairs and no mistake. We were on our way to the holiest of holies, La Maison Tal, when we'd run into one of them funny little boys with hairy feet like Teddy. Merry, he says his name was, which don't strike me as being particularly original, as there are lots of small boys with hairy feet called Merry. Anyway, he says he's been done over by some brigands in a big nasty woods, so can we help him get his stuff back? And of course we obliged, because we're a bunch of obliging idiots. That's when it all went south. First Ziggy goes missing, then I sees the great and mighty Squirrel King, and of course I got to give chase. It don't go very well though. First I bunk my poor noggin on a tree, and then Teddy and me fall into a nasty pit of spikes and gas, which seems a rum old thing to have out in the woods. We wake up wounded and dizzy in a strange encampment, tied up with a brilliant and exciting new friend who's sure to help us out, called Vandor. But we're not alone. There's a man who looks like Ziggy but definitely ain't Ziggy, and another that looks just like me, lording it over us. That little hairy boy Merry is there too. Suddenly he ups and eats our new friend Vandor just like that. Vandor gone, dead as a doorknob, definitely not coming back. R.I.P. Vandor, you beautiful butterfly. Anyway, I used my little lad's noodle and spidge to set us free, but of course we went straight from the frying pan into the fire. Those evil versions of us come swinging at us. I did my magic flying sneeze and it barely did nothing, just puffed me back into some trees, which was very embarrassing, let me tell you. Then just as things couldn't get any worse, that little lad Merry turns into a stonking great dragon. Oh, Squirrel King, if this is a tricksy lesson you're teaching us, then it is well and truly learned.
Hi.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's time. It's time.
Hey,
It's
everybody.
time.
I was watching the Muppets recently with a little somebody, and Rolf is just stuck in my head. Hey. That's not Rolf at all, is it? That's not even Rolf.
Which Muppets were you watching? The new stuff or some of the old
Yeah,
ones?
we destroyed like most of the Muppets. I should really not be talking about this. We should just talk about the game and say hi to everybody, right?
Straight to the heart of the periphery. Yeah.
5 minutes ago, we were saying we have to get through all the initial chat much quicker and get to the game. And then immediately like, all right, now we just talk about the Muppets.
Not even 5 seconds in.
Oh,
Talking about this proper Muppets.
but let's put a pin in that, though. But let's definitely have a Muppets themed episode where all the monsters are Muppets.
Oh, we can dress up.
I can't even do Fozzie's voice, but I want to. Okay, so hi everybody, welcome back, seemingly like you never left, or any of us. Welcome to the Vagabond Chronicles. Now I do remember that I'm supposed to say hi to the players because they are the stars of the show. Hi players first. Hi players.
Hey!
Oh, hi.
Hi, Neil.
That was
Hi,
professional.
Wasn't that professional?
Damn.
And at this point I go blank, so then we have to go to the community, I guess. Hi community!
It's Tom's worst nightmare come true.
It is indeed. So hi community, thanks for joining us. We're going to introduce the players properly now, and the heroes is really always the wrong word. The wherewithal travelers? That's neutral, isn't it? The idiots.
rubbish travelers?
The idiots that they play. As you heard with our fantastic, sexy recap. So let's go around the table, starting with our initiative of our characters, which makes no sense if you're new to this. This is all overwhelming and confusing. But that's okay, go with it. Go with it. Go with it. The safe word is roleplay. Let's start with Pete. How you doing, Pete? What's up?
Roleplay.
There's no one to tag you out. There's no one to tag you out.
Hi, Pete.
Hello, I'm Pete. I'm playing Teddy Wickpasture, the lovely halfling
Lovely.
rogue who, yes, he's lovely. He's a gorgeous little boy.
You want me to look
Who is, yes, he's friendly. He's lovely.
Is
He's
he?
kind
Is
to
he
everyone.
friendly? He just sort of... Okay, we'll put a pin in that one too. All right.
He runs away a lot.
I'm currently in the middle of tactically withdrawing from this horrible dragon type thing.
That's right. You are tactically withdrawing your way through life, sir. You are the rogue, the thief extraordinaire of the party.
Yes, being surrounded by orcs and the like has been lots to thieve from so far. Damn it!
Especially looking up at 3.5 feet. That must be pretty terrifying, actually. Oh, I just put myself.
I've never
in
been
your
that
feet.
short.
Put myself in your hairy feet.
What?
I'm putting
Oh,
myself
please
in
don't
your
do
hairy
that.
feet. I'm showing empathy, damn it.
Oh, okay. Thank you then.
Well, it doesn't suit
I
me.
wasn't expecting that from our benevolent god. Chaos
It doesn't
benevolence.
suit me. Empathy doesn't really work. Let's go forward. So,
No.
nice. Thank you very much, P. And you are actually in the future. So you've already listening back to the game we're about to have because you're in Australia, which is a day ahead of us.
Yeah, it's really quite sad how this goes down tonight. I'm sorry.
Oh,
boys.
really? Okay, that's a shame. Well, we're going through it anyway with a little bit of grit and vim. So moving forward onwards,
It's like a Chris Nolan movie, man.
It's like a Chris Nolan movie. Moving onwards, we have and welcome back Sir Dr. Steve. What's up, Sir
Dr. Steve!
Dr. Steve. Hi, guys. I missed you
Back in the
so
house.
much. So hi, I'm Steve. I am a doctor, and for the wiki's purposes, I'm not going to tell you what I'm a doctor of, but it's incredibly lofty and
The Doctor of
virtuous.
Mystery.
That's right. Intrigue, mystery, and suspense. And it could be. It's homeopathy's my shtick.
Homeopathy practitioners.
Oh, don't say anything.
No. Sorry, no apologies to homeopathy practitioners. Right. So I'm playing. More importantly, I'm playing.
I know there's a bit about.
No, but look, seriously, if. Okay, anyone who's interested, I'll talk to them about homeopathy after the show. But we're not going to do that now, okay? And I'm quite happy to meet you without a lawyer. So, more importantly, I am playing Siegfried Hauptmann, who is an absolute barrel of laughs. He's the life and soul of the party. That's right.
Zingers coming out.
Zing, bazunga. So he is an awesome man to hang out with. He's a brave warrior, and he has ambition to one day have his name written in the Book of Mysterious Pasts, which is a sort of a lofty tome that he aspires to. And I guess his thing is that he's cool and calm and collected and not flamboyant in any way at all.
In the slightest, like vaguely flamboyant.
In the slightest.
He's like has sensible shoes.
Yeah, sensible shoes. Watching him fight is a bit like watching someone speed solve a Rubik's Cube. It's not sort of entertaining, but it's kind of impressive.
Kind of impressive, but you don't want to necessarily go to bed with them.
No, you don't know how to do it yourself, but you're kind of glad somebody does.
Well, I guess you end up doing it yourself if that's the only date you have. Okay, good. So that is Ziggy Hauptmann.
Yay!
Fan favorite and long.
Indeed.
Okay, so I'm going to try and project a bit more. And not the last. I always do this. Next we have Tom.
Yeah. There's four of us, Neil. Four friends. You've got four friends.
Two, Neil.
I keep wondering what that post-it note next to "This is not my therapy" with a number 4 in it is, and that's what I'm going to reorder them. That should come first. The therapy thing should come later.
Bad luck in China.
Yeah, that's right. So next is up, of course, is Tom. Hi, Tom.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm Tom. I play Ratigan, and not Vandor because Vandor is dead.
Fuck that guy, man. He's out of here. Vandor's dead, baby. Who's Vandor? Vandor's dead, baby. He's dead.
Yeah.
Vandor do the bike noise as well.
Ratigan, who is very alive, but actually nearly dead. He's actually in quite a lot of trouble right now. He's a hedge wizard. He's currently floating in midair about a yard off the ground.
About a yard.
Someone bearing down on him with some vicious weaponry, and he's got none. Yeah. And a dragon is also hanging around. So
I didn't take this detail, but actually your bathrobe is like starting to, because you're slightly at an angle, but your head is down, your feet is up. Your bathrobe is precariously inching towards your posterior, and may reveal finally, once and for all, whether or not you're wearing any underwear under that robe.
The angle to my dangle.
Your angle to your dangle. Hashtag the angle to Ratty's dangle. There you go.
It's more right there. If it's more than the first or fourth, we'll need a censor.
Okay. This is an R-rated show, man. Fuck it, we can do that.
Is it?
Yeah, man. This is totally R-rated. This is mature. We're mature, dude. We're middle-aged.
Bigger.
Yeah, when it's the mature audiences, yeah, doesn't it? Yeah,
And so, lastly, but definitely not least, now that I've got my count in my head that is 44444, we have Jim. So, how are you, Jim?
I am fine, thank you kindly. I am Jim, and I play Bondo, the gnome engineer, aspirational engineer, currently a pharmacist, kind of really wants to be something he's not, and you one day never will be, but we shall see.
And dwarf celebrity MacIver fanboy.
Yes, dwarf celebrity MacIver fanboy, yes. Not. Who thinks MacIver's real? This is the best bit. Anyway. On that note,
holy shit, that was
we've got to meet him one day.
Yeah, we're gonna meet him one day. Don't worry, it's gonna be spectacular. I might like kill him in front of you, and you accidentally do it, and that'll be like so traumatic. Your character will like lose 2 fate points or something.
Or maybe he'll get his memories back.
It'll be one of the two. It'll be.
Who knows? Bondo is MacGyver.
Oh wow. M-shite Malaria. Sorry, can I pronounce it?
I know, right?
Wow.
Was that M-shite?
No, sorry. That was Freudian. That was a Freudian slip. He's actually a very consummate filmmaker. I just want him to do. I just want M. Night Shyamalan. I can never pronounce his surname. Apologies to M. Night. No, I can't pronounce because I can't remember how it's spelled.
belt, and I just can't remember off the top of my head.
Shyamalan. It's cool.
Thank you very much. But I want him to do like a kitchen sink drama with no frills. Is that weird?
Yeah,
But where the sink turns out to be a ghost.
The sink turns out to be a ghost. That's it. Okay, so if that's the compromise, I have to make with M. Night, then I'll go there. I'll accept that as an audience member, because you'll spot it in the very first frame. Okay, so his films aside. Now I've guaranteed myself never to work with him. Let's try and catch up what the hell we're doing next. Community news. What do we say? Community news with Tom DeVille.
Is this a thing now? Because I think we did this last time.
It's totally a thing, dude. What do you think I was doing last time? Tom DeVille.
All right. Okay.
Hey, Buck.
So, firstly, I just wanted to give a shout out, as per usual, to all the amazing fan art that's being produced. The highlight of which this week was I can never say it. Engelschwert. Highly arousing / disturbing pinups of the lads.
Not the lads, the characters, please. Let's get that.
Yeah.
Dear God, yeah, thanks for that.
I don't know, man. The lines are getting so blurred these days. It's getting real hard.
Not wearing very much at all, and very, very, with very strategically placed items for their lads.
My chopper. My chopper. Yeah.
As per usual, at some point soon we'll be doing a big Instagram update, and we will get to some of those soon. I'm still a bit behind, but we are catching up. So we will be posting up more of your fan art and cosplay and everything. So awesome. Second, amazing announcement that we're very proud of and very excited about.
Yes.
And we have to give a very big thank you to Hidden Heroine, who has also did an amazing piece of art, I should say, firstly, of Sinterklaas and Veronica on their wedding day, which I love, and is an amazing piece of art, and we have to do something with it at some point. But Hidden has done us the honor and the amazing job of setting up a merch store for us online, which is at, oh my god, I just is it T? What's it called?
Shall we get Blue
Hidden,
to
someone
launch
put it
that?
in the chat, please.
Teespring. It's at teespring.com / the, I think, -vagabond -chronicles. But we will share the link in the Twitch and everything, and we will tweet about it and everything after the show. So yeah, we have a merch store, and we've got like the main characters, and we've got the awesome picture of the campfire, and you can pretty much get them on anything. You can get like hoodies, t-shirts, mugs, like all kinds of awesome stuff. And it looks great. And like if we get enough requests, or we can look at getting other designs for other characters and sort of building, and not all necessarily Hidden's artwork either. At some point, it would be great to get artwork from some other people on designs as well. That Ball Ripper has to go on there at some point. Yeah. We love a Ball Ripper.
I regret Ball Ripper a little bit.
You're on a life bigger than your creation.
So I just
Neil's very big on killing his darlings.
I really am. Yeah, I really am.
Yeah.
I sort of like doing role play grenades, or you just go building up a big bad, and then them just falling down a flight of steps and breaking their neck as they're delivering their monologue as you're tied up in a chair in front of them, and they've sent all their guards out, and they're the only person there, and nobody knows, and you just look, and then their knife like rolls out to your feet or something. Like, I'm big on that. I think I'm down with it. That was
Neil doesn't understand the Boba Fett effect of the.
I really don't. You know what it is? I think I'm still in shock about Gavin Reed. Like, it happened to one of my characters, and it still flummoxed me how that's a thing. I don't really understand it. So that really that's why I have the show.
We'll definitely be looking at a Ball Ripper
cool
item at some point for
Excellent.
sure. And probably a Veronica one and some others. So yeah, there's lots of potential there. So
I should probably caveat by saying I am just bantering, folks. I do like my characters. Great, I'm just being a dick.
And then the last kind of thing that we're playing around with, and we're interested in doing at the moment, which might be a bit of fun, and it's something we're just starting to talk about, is that we're looking at soon doing kind of on the weeks that we're not doing the RPG, doing a kind of hangout stream where we'll probably play some video games or something and just hang out on the Sundays where we're not
like a kind of Chaos Crew couch party.
Yeah, that was, we were concerned. Couch party. Does that sound right or wrong? I don't know.
I'm not sure.
But Chaos Crew couch party does have a nice alliteration. I'll say that much. But basically, we were just thinking of doing a hangout, and like whichever of the lads is available to join in. Not all of us can play all the time. Some weeks maybe won't be able to do it at all.
Yeah, kind of like the Squadrons thing we did the other day. That kind of thing.
Yeah, like the Squadrons thing, but whoever, maybe some different games or whatever. So yeah, we'll probably make announcements about that soon, about when we're going to start doing it. But we're looking at kind of just keeping the Sunday slot rolling with different things.
Can we play Star Control, since we were discussing that this week?
Oh my god, yeah.
Star Control. That would be
30-year-old game, Star Control.
Yeah, baby.
Because if that doesn't get the audience in...
Origins is on Steam, isn't it? There's a new version that's just come out.
There's bound to be a version on games or something.
If a 30-year-old franchise doesn't get the min pack in, I don't know what will, man. Let's do it.
It has been
Speaking of a 30-year-old franchise myself, I find that offensive.
30-year-old franchise, you wish. Okay, so... I think that's everything, right? Should we
No. Quickly for me doing... Thank you to my Discord people, Shannon and Hidden for being my mods, and Emmy for teaching me everything that I know on there.
Last shout out.
And someone please put the Discord link in the chat as well for all the new people who are joining us today.
And also, usually we have to shout out to Yogo as well.
Exactamundo. Very last thing. Thank you so much, Yogo.
Thank you, Yogo.
Thank you to them. All right, folks. I think we should get this thing, whatever this thing is, on the road. Because you lot were in dire fucking straits last night. And I'm only partially responsible. So, here we are, back in the game.
Neil,
what the fuck happened?
You turned a hobbit into a dragon. You're wholly responsible for what
I am not. You had you knew the risks when you signed up to this game.
You just need to...
I did not know.
You signed the disclaimer, Tom. Come on.
All right, so folks...
We're here to do the Lichemaster, not the dragon.
Yeah. So well, it was my fault one of you was unavailable. Okay, so here we are back in the old world. Which, if I go back to was it? So here we are, folks. This is the Warhammer Old World. Now, there is a map which you saw of us, like when we always do our introduction. That is the entire world of Warhammer, which looks very suspiciously like our world. As you can see from where the screen is now, looks very reminiscent of, say, Europe. There's Spain down there, France down here, the Holy Roman Empire would be here, and way over here would be like Britain, which is kind of appropriate these days. But that was where Albion is, which is where Britain is, and this is like Italy down here, and so on and so forth, and this would be like Russia, I guess. So there's lots of places that are very similar looking, and they use it as a basis. However, this is, of course, the old world, including accents. You may hear a few accents banding around in scale of 1 to 10 goodness. However, I would say these are not defamation of any great nations or cultures. These are our attempts to fill and flavour the world. Apologies to Angela Merkel again. She's
been in touch, and she's told me it's fine. I can do what I want. So.
Oh, has she? Oh, thank God! I keep apologising to her, and the joke's getting a bit thin now.
No, she's cool. She's cool. She's a watcher. Yeah.
Fine. So she's Chaos Crew hardcore. That's fine. We'll send her a T-shirt now. We've got the store.
I'll do it. Oh, please do that. Send Angela Merkel. Send all the world leaders Chaos Crew T-shirts.
Can you imagine if they turn it to like a G7 or like whatever in the T-shirts? That'd be great.
We need to find someone
parcel arrives and was ist das?
Das ist das.
Send it. Oh, no,
das ist ein Ziggy-T-Shirt, man.
Scheiße.
Come on, baby. Wie geht's du, huh? Yeah, all right.
Man.
Okay, so,
how many years of German did you do?
Oh man, I think I suffered 6 months with that son of a bitch.
No, let's not do sound.
I think I did a year. I did a good year. Open your mouth. You used to get us to open our mouths to the point where I was like thinking, this is for your entertainment or pleasure, one of the two. I'm not entirely sure where you're going with this, sir, but it's weird, man. I'm pretty sure
I don't
Germans
know
don't
what
talk
you
like that.
guys are talking about right now, but it's freaky and entertaining. So
We're
go
gonna move
on.
on.
Ex-para 2 for German teacher, I think.
Yeah, he was a little odd.
Deeply triggering. Let's move
Deeply
on.
triggering. Let's move. And the fact that 3 of us out of the 5 are triggered by that, we should definitely get back into the game.
You all had the same teacher. That's why.
So, back into the game. Last we left our wayward idiots, heroes. They were tied to stakes. Some poor random sod called Vandor got, he's had his neck cut. Let's not go into that, it's really boring. And you discover that there are like kind of doppelganger clones of Ziggy over here and Ratty over there. Ratty decided to hot-foot it. Using the Flight of Agmar skill, which is not a very high level spell. It just basically you go with the wind, as it were, and he's just sort of casually floating about 8 feet over this direction, about a yard off the ground, which isn't really going to do much, is it?
Carrier bag.
Yeah, it's like a carrier bag effect, right? So he's now a carrier bag. Whereas our more practical, pragmatic heroes, Bondo and Ziggy, ran towards this crate over here, which was full of their stuff, their swords and weapons, and are now going to use it to try and attack what is essentially evil, bad Ziggy over here, who is now who's seemingly same armed as Ziggy is. He has a shield and a sword.
I think we should get to know him. He looks like a nice guy.
He looks like a nice guy, doesn't he? Yeah, there was something I was gonna do, but I'm gonna wait till next time. I think it'd be more appropriate. All right, cool. And of course, lastly, we had Mary come out, and Mary turned into a. What was it supposed to? He said, "Hey, you're supposed to be for the pot. You're supposed to be for the pot." And then he just erupted into this enormous red dragon. And as these are first career characters, I thought it was deeply appropriate to throw them in the deep end. You've all got the +5 from the Ted-tascular breakfast that you had yesterday.
Oh, that's true.
That's +5 on your characteristics. This is a percentile game, so everything's out of 100, unless it's things like strength or wounds or attacks, which is out of 10, but you can multiply them by 10 if you need to roll a percentile roll, say against poison tests for toughness, for instance. But yeah, this is a particularly nasty big animal for them to be fighting. They're pretty low level 1 or 2 basically is where they're at. And that's where we left it, I think. It was super exciting, right? Oh yeah, and Teddy was being a coward in the tree. That was right.
I was withdrawing to go and get everyone's equipment now.
Yes, you were tactically withdrawing, surveying the area. That's right.
Exactly. Finding a better spot.
Withdrawing like a penis on a cold day.
My finger was so close to the abort button there, but I think I'm going to go with it.
You're so sassy tonight.
The abort button being my modem.
This is my only outlet, boys. Okay.
So I guess it's anatomically correct, so we can allow that because it's not smut. Right.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm a doctor. I can say what I want.
I'm not even going to look at the chat right now. Okay, so apologies to everybody. Apologies to everybody. So especially Anchor Market. Okay, so can we please get into the game now? We're going to go back into We're going to go back into initiative order. I believe that is the slightly less foul-mouthed Pete, who's now currently shivering on the tree line in fear and possibly his own urine. Okay.
Well, what? Hold on. What's that?
No one likes a coward, Pete.
If you run away, we're going wait, you pee yourself, Pete.
He's a composed coward. He hasn't peed himself.
No, not yet. Okay, yeah. He's actually a pro coward.
I've got a call of 24. Come on.
You do have a call of 24.
That's going to pass some tests, right?
Yeah, if the wind shifts the other way, you're going to give it. Yeah, one of those. All right, so dude, what you can do? Sorry, far be it from
a piss shiver. Well, I was trying to get round to my equipment, but these two just charged across like lumps, haven't they? So I'm still gonna.
Yeah, okay.
Good like that.
Are you still going to sort of be stealthing it around?
Well, absolutely stealthing. There's a bloody dragon there, Neil.
Okay, I'm going to give you +30 because honestly, the big fuck off red dragon and the fact that these two fools are running towards into the fight is so distracting. I don't think anybody's going to be noticing you do whatever it is you're doing.
+30 is an automatic success.
Unless you roll
a critical fail.
Let's see that critical fail. Give me 96. Oh, very desperately close. If that was a 0, you'd be fucked right now. That's a 2. That's a critical pass, in fact. So anybody new to the game, we did say it's percentile. A natural 01 to 05 is a critical success, which means amazing legendary things happen. On 96 to 100, which you can reduce with a skill called Luck, which allows you to plus 10 or minus 10. Basically, is the worst fail, and you just burst into horrific laughter as you hear somebody just did the worst thing imaginable on the history of worst things. However, 01, 05 can never be made into a critical success by luck, but you can definitely get out of the worst fail with luck. We established that last time. So this is a critical success, which is amazing. So you kind of going to get a little bit of like, okay, so you got to...
I'm just moonwalking across.
You're going to okay, so as opposed to actually hiding, you just time it. You do the opposite thing, which is like, if you move casually with great confidence and not look at anybody in the eye, but not also hide from them, you can just basically hide in plain sight. So you start moonwalking, going, you do a little, and then you do a little almost squat to the ground, like a little drop thing, and then you carry on hoo-hooing, and you can get whatever you want out of this box, and not a single person will leave you notice. You ziggied it. You basically ziggied it.
That's fine.
You pulled a ziggy.
Deliberately ziggied it.
No one saw it.
You pulled a ziggy, man. You know what it feels like to be Steve, Ziggy. Both.
Okay, fine. That's fine.
I've always known what it feels like to feel Steve.
He's a doctor, man. He's successful. He's 100%.
Yeah. Is he?
All right, come on.
Right, so yes. So
I've used my quota of penis jokes for the night. I'm stopping.
You really have, sir. You really, really have. I'm gonna get some Danger Mango while you work out the hell you're gonna get.
Please don't choke on it.
Yeah.
Danger Mango or Mango?
Danger Mango. Okay, so what are you gonna do?
It's late on the hybrid maneuver, and we're fine.
Okay, so you make it to the box, which has got all of your stuff in, basically pretty much everything. It's all thrown about, so it's pretty ramshackled. But because you've done this legendary moonwalk that nobody saw, you can get pretty much any items that you want within reason out this box, and nobody's going to bother you about it.
Well, obviously, I'm going to pick up my sling and short sword.
Okay.
As priority, and then the obvious treasure that's in there. I'm assuming Vandor had something useful.
No, but the other characters' purses are.
No, I've got my own shit to get. I mean, I'm guessing it's only 6 seconds, so it's a quick. What's
it's a quick one. You can get your backpack and sword and sling and whatever.
I'll get my pouch and stuff and get ready to sort of.
And you can
moonwalk
pull back.
Further.
Yeah, you can moonwalk back. I'll give you that, even though your movement is only 3. You're so good at this. You just go. Bondo, in fact, you kind of have this like wind rattles what is left of your beard hair, and you just go.
Do you remember
what was that?
I am Sticky Fingers as a nickname.
Yeah, you are. I thought that was like a clever pun for something, but it's really not. It's just about your thieving skills. Okay.
Yes. Where did you think it was going?
Right, food orientated.
It's Doug there.
Oh, I see.
Like you got a thing for donuts or something, you know?
Well, obviously, who doesn't?
Yeah, okay. So, okay, cool. So you get back to this the tree line. Next up, I believe, is Ziggy. You're confronted with yourself. My God, you're good looking. You never realised it until this moment, but you're really, really good looking.
Is he though?
I've always suspected
Kind of handsome Germanic kind of way, I suppose.
Okay, so I'm going to need...
With his dichromatic eyes and white hair.
One thing, though, Ziggy, you have seen this dragon erupt out of this poor cannibal halfling. I'm going to need you to make a cool test.
Okay, it would be my pleasure. I'm going to roll some dice here. My cool is 31, I think.
25? Way to be cool, dude.
I've seen dragons before. It's not so impressive.
You've not seen dragons before, you big fat liar. You big liar.
I've been confronted by an evil version of myself and a giant reptile before. Listen, I was in the campaign last year, just the same thing happened.
Amazing. Okay, that's what you cry out.
I'm just sort of shrugging that sort of really sort of Teutonic sort of shrug and just sort of like, it's fine.
Yes,
and
it's a Wednesday. Yeah, what of it?
It's Mythwalk, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to... okay, can I... So just slightly sort of out of count. I'm a bit fuzzy with this whole drag. I mean, dragons in D&D I'm familiar with, but dragons in this are they like massive reptilian killing machines that you're gonna like?
I would say probably a dragon in D&D is probably more dangerous. Dragons in Warhammer tend to be like more animal than sentient. They are. Some of them are super intelligent. Some of them are more animalistic. Some have magical abilities. Some don't. But all of them are super intelligent.
Do they breathe fire and stuff in Warhammer?
Yeah, they do. Some of them breathe acid, some of them breathe like paint, like steam, and all this kind of shit. But the thing is, that not all of them are like super overpowered magic users. Is what I'm trying to get at.
So this is like a red dragon, isn't it?
Yeah.
So this is like a massive reptilian thing, just like in D&D. Yeah. So okay.
Enormous, yeah.
So we should probably run away, shouldn't we? I just feel like that's. Okay, so
Or get in the pot. Just get in the pot first, Steve. You can be outside.
where is there actually a pot?
One thing I need to do actually, just before we go any further, can everybody please make an intelligence test? And I'm going to give the halfling a +10, and I'm going to give Ratty a -10 to intelligence.
Why?
There's a reason for it. There's definitely a reason for it.
There's reason.
Who passed?
We're all
No, I failed by
anyway.
1. I failed by 1.
I haven't rolled yet. Intelligence check. 07.
Yeah, no, that's included in the +5. Thanks.
Okay.
Tom.
So everybody passed apart from Pete.
I haven't rolled yet.
Okay.
What are you saying that I don't get a plus?
You get -5 with your breakfast bonus, I believe.
That's still very rough.
You are floating upside down, sir, and you have more pressing issues. I'm just saying, you've got 98. Oh my god.
Thank you, Tom. Appreciate that.
Okay.
Really?
This is going to go so badly for Tom. All right, so Tom, you sort of, sorry for Ratty.
I'm going to use luck.
You're going to use luck. That was a very wise choice, sir.
88.
That's a very, very wise choice. I would definitely use luck if I were you. Okay, that's good.
I'm softening that blow with some luck.
Totally soften that blow, because that would have been probably like insanity, wasn't it? So this is now an 8. This is now an 88. Okay, that's now an 88. So you don't get a critical fail. Good for you.
Yeah, that could have led to a sanity thing or something.
It would have given you an insanity point. So yeah. So you see this enormous fuck off thing. You are basically almost upside down. Actually, I'm going to do something because nobody else is looking. So as you start floating, you're sort of upside down, and you see this enormous fuck off big red dragon appear, and you sort of scream a little bit. And luckily, your bathrobe at that point completely falls over your head. From like your ankles upwards, and covers the view, so you're not quite as scared as you were a second ago. However, you're pretty fucking. You don't want to go anywhere near this thing. Basically, you've got fear, but you're not terrified of it. But you're afraid of it, so you just don't want to go anywhere near it. But nobody is seeing whether or not the answer to the question that everybody wants to know, that whether you're wearing underpants, because everybody's distracted. So that's one good thing out of this. There's a silver lining. The takeaway. Goodness. You're welcome.
Yeah.
So that's that. However, you do have the evil you charging you right now, so let's get to that in a second. Who else passed and failed, please? Sorry, are you all spoke at the same time, which is beautiful. So please, one at a time. Starting with Pete.
Okay, I failed by 1.
But you failed. Okay, again, you are now in fear. You have fear of this thing now. This thing is fucking terrifying, and as far as you're concerned, it's only moments before it'll lay waste with fire. Its fire breath. So you can't go anywhere near it, and you're going to need a willpower test to fire at it or attack it or something.
Okay. You don't need to tell me that anyway.
Well, yeah, fair enough.
I was moving.
You're already strategically aiming right now, aren't you? So Ziggy, you passed, I believe.
Yeah. 07. Yep.
07. And what about Bondo?
Passed by 4.
Really? Okay. So you two, I'm going to send you both a little message because it's a little surprise thing, okay? Because I want to keep that as a surprise. I'm going to send you a little message. Where are we at in terms of turns? I sort of lost that a little bit.
Ziggy is Ziggy having his go now?
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to do anything.
Yeah, Ziggy's not done anything yet, so it's his go.
Okay, so Steve, you want to check your WhatsApp right now, please?
Okay. Okay. So in that case, I'm going to I'm going to ignore my doppelganger, and I'm going to turn towards the subject of my of what you just sent me, and I'm going to charge towards him with my sword drawn, and I'm going to yell, "It is farce! It is all a farce!" And I'm going to run forwards and try and hit him with my sword.
Cool. Okay. So you see that the human just goes completely mad. Obviously, he's got dragon fear and goes completely bonkers and just charges the fucking dragon. Does anybody want to try and stop him? I guess is the thing. Or are you cool to just let him roll up a new character?
Should be fun to watch.
I shout, don't you do it! Don't you do it, my little Ziggy kids!
Yeah.
Upside down and also trying to hold my robe shut.
Yeah,
so,
you can put your robe up.
yeah, it comes out very murky.
All right, so you see Ziggy disappear, sort of behind this dragon thing. Ziggy, make a weapon skill roll. You poor doomed bastard.
Yeah. That's me.
Doomed. Well, that's a hit. All right.
So I'm going to grab one of these dice here. Can I roll to hit? Yep.
Which
Right
one's
down the bottom. This one.
Yeah.
This one here. I'm moving around. Yep. Okay. Here we go.
Oh, you mother.
Boom! Right, and I'm going to roll these ones again.
Which one?
It's a good dice day.
That is
67.
That's a 67. So that's not going to make it, right?
So that's right. Now I need to add some things up. So that's 6 on the dice plus 4 plus strike mighty blow. So 6. That's 12.
12 points of damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Giving her a manicure.
All right.
That dragon's going to shake that off.
So you hit this. You hit the dragon, and you see it sort of like there's something like ripples around it, like that. And actually, you feel like although your sword's coming in for a really nice clean swing, you sort of feel it drag. Like the air gets super fucking heavy as it makes contact, but it does actually make contact. And all of you hear this like that as the dragon sort of like shuffles back, but seems to have like taken a bit of a hit with that. It's still like, you know, this big fuck off dragon when it roars back. But yeah, Ziggy's fucking going at it, man. Stupid poor fool. Yeah,
Ziggy's hard, and you all saw me. Yeah, and you saw me do it too.
Actually, no. Bondo's still reaching for his weapon. I believe Teddy can't look at it because he's terrified of it. And that was the moment when Ziggy was like fuddling around with his bathrobe. So all of them missed it, but they definitely heard you say and do something.
Okay, fine.
Sorry.
All right. That's fine. Ziggy's cool with it. So he's having the time of his life. He's killing a dragon. So that's awesome. Somebody else's turn. Is it Ratty's turn?
It's now. I think it's Ratty's turn. Yeah. Okay, Ratty, you sort of scream.
Don't forget a second attack, though.
No, we're not forgetting.
I won't.
Attack. Yeah,
Don't worry. Oh no, not again.
Oh, actually, it's not. It's a dragon's attack. That is now the dragon's attack. Funny enough, which I now have to do something very interesting with. Okay, so the dragon now has to do something which I didn't expect him to do, but let's just roll with it, Neil. Cool. Okay. The dragon immediately starts backing off, like this, and starts rearing back, and starts saying, "You'll be for my pot, all of you. I'll eat your souls." And then sort of his claws come up to the side, and you sort of see this little, zzz, sort of like this buzzing energy between the two of its claws, and it just points at Steve, and fires off. Steve, please make an initiative test.
Okay, here we go. This is going to go so well.
Where are you?
So I can't read. I'm too far away from the dice. 86. That's a failure.
Okay, that's a fail. Okay, you are going to out of its claws. It drops its claws to the ground, digs in, and just opens its mouth, and then it just goes,
Yeah.
and then just fires this fireball straight at you, sir, which is going to hit you. This is going to be interesting. All right, it's going to hit you.
It's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
He says causing mass
well,
damage to the
right,
PCs.
so please
the
take.
meat off the bones.
Please take, and it's going to be in. Wow, okay, that's not good. All right, take 1 hit of 6 wounds, and you can take your toughness and also your what do you call it? Your shield and any armor you've got that you picked up. So 6 wounds.
These just dropped off.
Man, I hit him so hard he actually blasted out the internet.
Can you guys hear me?
Wow.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I hit you so hard you actually just left the game.
Gone offline. It didn't hit so
I
hard.
think we lost him a little bit. He's got some lag issues. Okay. Steve, I think we can still hear
Sorry,
you.
guys, I had a minute there. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
coming
back on.
through.
Let's see if we can. You need to jump back in again, sir. Are you okay? Wow. I think...
Oh, that like serious. If he's
Was that weird though? That I literally hit him with, and that he's. Wow.
Punched him clean off the internet.
Man, the force is strong with this one, huh?
to be fair, he did. That was a dragon punch.
That was a dragon punch.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bam! Should we take a little mini break while we get Steve back on? Is that all right, folks?
I can get a cup of tea.
Yeah,
Well, we can't just go off and take cups and tea. What do we get?
All right, you know what? Let's put a dramatic pin in this because we don't know what's going to happen. So all of you see turn around because Ziggy's saying, "Hey, did you see that?" And then suddenly the dragon just engulfs him in this fireball. This like flame jet and fireballs that come out. So we're going to just catch up.
Do you want to do my move?
We're going to go
and
to
then
yours,
back?
sir. Yeah.
You know everything you need to know about what damage he's done.
Yeah, he's in trouble. Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, it's fine. So yes, I do. Do you want to move on to you,
Okay.
Ratty? Okay, what's going on with you, sir?
So I'm hanging upside down.
Yeah, but you have your modesty back, sir.
Tree, and is my evil version closing in on me?
He's
still?
actually charging you.
So what I want to do
Mhm.
is grab hold of a branch, and use it in conjunction with my spell
Okay.
to propel myself like up and out of his reach, basically.
Well, that's interesting. Okay.
Like,
What's
I
your
must be
initiative?
my initiative is 26.
He's gonna get one hit on you.
Is he?
Well, if he rolls, obviously I gotta roll for him. I'm gonna just cheat or anything. So I'm just gonna roll a hit. Yeah, he's slightly faster than you are. That's a hit. He hits you. Basically, you can do that, and as he does so, he sort of smashes down on your arm, whichever arm you use, to push yourself off. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so. Oh shit! Sorry, Tom.
Neil, re-roll these things.
Oh shit! Sorry, Tom. Can you take 13 points of damage? I mean,
Neil.
that's not an abstract question.
No, obviously not.
Okay, I may have overpowered all these creatures. All right, dude.
Yeah, how has he got more initiative than me when he's a copy of me?
Yeah, that's a very good point, but he has. So you're gonna take. I think you're gonna have to. Dude, I'm sorry. I think you're gonna have to fate point this.
Yeah.
Sorry, man. He's basically, in one reality, he grabs your arm and chops through it, and you just start bleeding out as you propel yourself upwards into the sky, and you just keep going and going and going into the higher atmosphere, and then you go into space, and then you blow up. Or implode, whichever space does to you. But if you spend a fate point, that's not going to happen.
It does both.
It does both.
Okay.
Okay. So your blood boils, you explode, and then you implode the bits that have not exploded. There you go. So you died unless you spend a fate point. So
It's a grim world.
it is a grim world of Paris Adventure, and so far you've only left with one fate point. That's pretty good, folks. I'm just saying. So sorry, Tom. That's a hell of a hit because you're on fuck all wounds anyway, right?
Yeah.
So
what
instead,
Spend a fake.
what happens in the fate point? He's definitely going to miss, and you can put yourself in a position that will be not completely advantageous, but will definitely get you out of danger. So there's no way this couldn't come back at you, unlike this podcast.
And what will happen? Do I basically avoid the hit at all?
You avoid the
Completely if I
hit.
spend the fate?
Yeah, if you spend the fate point, you completely avoid the hit. So it's almost like Indiana Jones diving back to grab his hat at the last minute. Like, if he failed his dex check, his hand would have been like ripped off or something.
Okay. So I got these fate points in my blue box over here.
You do. You got quite a lot.
How
of
do I? I've got one. I'm holding one.
I'm
What do
glad
I
you
do?
asked. I'm glad you asked. I'm glad you asked. I want everybody to go make it rain and throw the fate point into the middle and onto no Sad Neil, and then he'll gobble it up.
Oh, where is Sad Neil?
He's over here. So we just shout. I want you to like get a bit further away. Get over here, like to where this D6 is, and then just throw it at Neil. He's going to eat it, and say, "Make it rain."
Make it rain,
Yeah,
fate
try it
point.
again. Try it again.
If I got to get it exactly on, is this just
Ideally.
get Steve back in?
Yeah,
Make
basically.
it rain!
Okay, I'll do it. Make it rain! Boo, yay! Okay.
Yay!
Make it rain fate points. Okay, so
that Neil eating the fate points. That's I think it's very
That
appropriate.
Neil is actually the DM. The voice you hear is just the made up one. Yeah.
So with that, he misses. You put at the last second, your sort of eyes come up to meet your own eyes in this other clone's face, and you push yourself back off this tree, and actually you manage to spin around a few feet, and you're now up in the air about a good 4 yards, and you actually land into the branches of this tree. And now you can actually use it safely.
Then I fall out of the branches.
No, you're still flying, sir. So you're completely safe, and you're good. Yeah, now falling damage will kill you. Yeah, that's true. Okay, so fate points spent. Yeah, man. But you're out of danger, out of harm, and now you can see exactly what's going on. Ziggy appears.
We should make clear, by the way, for the people listening, that fate points are an incredibly rare resource. They're pretty much like if a cat has 9 lives,
they're like your lives.
They're your lives, man.
They're lives basically,
yeah.
And you only really get 1 or 2 or 3 as an adventurer. They're very rare. So,
but you do get them by doing cool stuff and completing a great adventure where a great evil's been thwarted.
Can you get them back?
You get them as rewards, man.
I've never had them as a reward.
Although I guess in you can do that. Right. I guess in your case it would be all of you entering into a pub and not burning it to the ground at the end of the night. That would be a fate point worthy. Sorry, this is history that most of our listeners don't know.
Winning a lottery in reverse.
Hey, Dr. Steve, I bought you some time. It was glorious. We even spent a fate point doing it. So, so back to Dr. Steve.
I heard. Sorry about that, guys. Internet and this stuff. The last thing I heard was, "Can you take 6 damage?" And then you turned into Keanu Reeves going into the Matrix. And
nice.
And then it all went.
Dude, he's quite topic at the moment, man. I'm down with it. I like it.
It's quantum, baby. Yeah, so 6 hit points, 6 wounds. I can't. Am I allowed? Have I got armor on? Where did it hit me?
You have your armor on, but you picked up your shield and your spider sword. So that's all you've got with you at the moment. Because all the rest of the stuff's in this box over here where Bond.
So am I wearing my armor or not?
You are wearing your armor. Yeah, your armor was never taken off. Yeah.
Does a dragonfire ignore armor, or does it go?
No, you can use armor. It will cook you a little bit, but it's still okay.
So what location did it hit me on? So it's a really prosaic question.
It's basically body, I would say.
Right, fine. So in that case, I took 1 wound.
Cool. Now, can you take 13 points of damage?
Me? Yeah, I can do that. Yeah. So that would give me 5, another 8. So that would put me on
negative 12.
With that 13.
Negative 2.
Negative 2. Well, okay.
Why did I take another 13?
Because it was 2 and 1. It was 2 hits.
It was 6 and 13. Okay,
yeah,
all right. So I'm on negative 2.
All right. Do you wish to? We're going to get to you next round, but you are cooking, sir, and you're going to have to roll on the spin the wheel of sudden death next time, I guess. Well, actually, we're going to do critical death because it's only -2. So Steve gets knocked back and sort of.
I was on -1 and lost my brain, and he's.
But we're going to basically, he's still going to have to roll before he does anything, so this could happen to him too, dude. But we're just going to wait to see what everybody else does before we go into that. So, so Steve, you're definitely being blasted back by this thing, and you may or may not die from this moment. Wow, this is going to be a great adventure. This is fun. All right, so Bondo, you're next.
Hey.
Yo, Jim.
Right then.
Welcome to the game, Jim.
Welcome to the game, man. A lot's happened.
Hour in.
I know, I just put you on mute for a second. I've also now posited that Sadmeal is actually the real GM. And in fact, this is just some voice actor dude we found to pretend to be Neil. It's great. Anyway. Right, so Bondo's going to have a crack at the doppelganger.
Okay.
I think it's worth her.
The doppelganger or the dragon?
I'm going to go for the doppelganger. Steve's obviously busy with the doppelganger.
Fair point.
And I don't fancy... Bondo doesn't fancy his chances. So, so yeah, I'm going to try and attack the said gentleman doppelganger.
Okay, make it happen. All right. Where are your dice, dude? Where are your dice? Woohoo! Ooh, 98. That's a critical failure.
I got to use luck to get out of that.
I would definitely use luck to use that.
As per usual, our rolls are terrible and Neil's rolls are evil.
It's weird, isn't it? You can verify by watching the episode tomorrow. In fact, wasn't this the prediction that Pete told us about?
It wasn't a prediction. It was
It's the future. It was history, right?
It was history, yeah.
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
Sad
We
episode.
carried on regardless.
Okay, so you
You
don't.
muted him when he said it was nice playing with us. That was the real kicker. Yeah.
So nothing bad's going to happen to you, but you swing, and this Ziggy, who's got the same kind of seemingly the same martial prowess as are the real Ziggy, sort of gets his shield right in between your blow and just like pushes you back and shrugs you off. He's definitely as strong as you are, which isn't a good thing. So he's definitely going to be a formidable opponent. I guess it's new round now, right?
I can get my second attack.
I just need to go do something. Bear with me.
I'm going to say you cannot do your second attack.
I
You're instead going to
can.
roll... No, I'm pretty sure you're not going to be able to do that. Instead, you're going to roll on the critical hit table.
Ooh,
for
cool.
body.
So it's on the critical
Well, we
body.
learn what part of Steve is going to fall off.
I'm hoping. Yeah, I hope it's my
No more dick jokes.
You
Fine with
really
that,
want
thank
loaded.
you.
You really want... I'm just saying. 30.
So let's see. Critical hit 30 plus 2. It's number 5 on
Number
my
5.
body.
Okay.
So it's your blow. So I'm lifted into the air
Yep.
and then to the ground.
Yep.
I am stunned for D4 rounds, counting as a prone target. I may only parry for another D4 rounds until back upright. So
You got cooked.
Ziggy flies through the air, A-team style,
Whoa.
falls onto his back in a pile,
Ba-ba-ba-bum. Yeah.
and
I'm
falls
not
asleep.
dead.
Yeah, Pete's doing. How the fuck is he not dead?
There's just steam rising, and there's this sort of smell of
Yeah.
burnt dog.
Do you remember Dragon's Lair? You're like that.
I do.
Yes.
It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. It's like that moment in Dragon's Lair, except you're not a skeleton. You're still like whole, but you're really smoking and charred. I might give you some cool scars from this if you survive it. Nice one. All right, wicked. Okay, cool.
Scars.
Cool.
So I'm stunned for D4 turns.
So
Is that
that's-
right?
Yeah, you can roll that. So D.
Should I roll that?
Yeah, you can roll that.
Choose your. This is like
Choose your
Ghostbusters.
adventures. So you get.
Fate.
do-do-do.
Where's the D4? Sorry, I got it. Yeah. Roll over it. Yep, got it.
Oh,
Rolls and
that's
gets
2.
2.
Stump
Okay, I
2
can handle that.
rounds. All right. Yeah, stump 2 rounds. All right, I'm gonna go with it. Wow, this went so much better than I thought. Okay, so new round.
This went better than you thought.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Teddy. Hi, Teddy. So you see, like, our knight charge the dragon and just get blown back after giving it a good hit, and then just gets blown off his feet and slides back, and he's just not moving. He's just smoking right now. Bondo is like trying it on with the doppelganger, but that's not seemingly working. What are you gonna do, sir?
Oh, God.
Trying it with a doppelganger.
Well, I failed that intelligence test. Does that mean I can actually do anything, or am I just
You
cowering
failed the
in fear
intelligence
sort of
test.
thing
You're
and
afraid
like,
of.
Oh my
you-
god! Oh my
you-
god! Oh my god!
No, you can make a willpower test to try and like shoot the dragon. You can freely shoot the doppelganger. That's cool. Or you can do another action. But to attack the dragon, you're going to need to make a willpower test.
No, the dragon is not going to happen. So let's. Well, is Ratty now sort of away from this thing? So he's out of imminent danger, right?
You don't immediately see him. Then you sort of see a hand and a foot sticking out the tree, and you realise he's up the tree.
I'm doing a you.
Excellent idea.
Yeah.
I'm doing a Teddy right now.
That sounds like an excellent idea, but I don't need to climb a tree just yet. I'm going to help Bondo out and sling at the guy who's
okay.
his doppelganger.
Now you're in stealth,
but-
sir. You are in stealth still, so this is going to be a stealth hit if you roll it. So
24. It's a hit.
Okay, so it's double damage.
Nice.
1. Sorry.
Why
Okay.
is it?
Is it double the dice roll or double the hit?
No, it's double damage, so it's going to be 8, a strength 8 hit, which is still
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
It's not great.
Enough to do some damage.
Yeah, it's going to have to do something. Okay, so you fire off to this. This thing has just put up a shield to block the initial hit from Bondo, which it caught. But as it does so, it sort of like leaves itself exposed, and you hit it, and it just gets smacked back. And how much was 8, wasn't it? Okay, you give it a good hit actually, and it just staggers back slightly out of the fight. I'm going to give Jim a weapon skill attempt to hit it because it's sort of leaving combat and is sort of distracted by the hit. So I'm going to throw you guys a bone. So Jim, if you want to roll a weapon skill attack, you've got like a free hit to make against this thing if you want. It's sort of leaving combat by accident. Hello?
Have we lost Jim?
He's put us on mute again. Jim. Jim.
Oh, I think he had to go and deal with his kids or
Oh,
something.
okay. Fair enough. Okay, well let's put a pin in that one. Which pins have we got? We're taking out now.
There's a lot of pins going on today.
Lots of pins.
Okay, so that's. Hey Jim, how you doing?
Good, all good.
Cool. So Jim, you're going to now make a free attack, which you still have to roll for. This doppelganger sort of got hit by the side and is like blustering around, sort of out of combat. So you're allowed to make a hit because it's essentially leaving combat. If that makes sense.
Excellent.
50.
Oh, lovely.
That's a hit. Okay, cool.
50. That's 52 is my weapon skill. So
Nice. Okay, so roll d6.
D6 coming up.
Nice. 5.
Yes.
So what's the total there, Jim?
Total there would be, with my strength of a mere 3, that's going to be 8 points.
Wow. Okay, that's a
Great.
decent hit. Okay, another 8. Okay, so you knock this thing back, and that is you sort of slash it across the thigh, and this thing starts screaming, and it doesn't drop its weapons, but definitely takes a few steps back, and is sort of looking kind of around itself in this very weirdly animalistic move. Another thing that happens is that it's suddenly sort of like its muscles start bulging and its skin starts rippling, and the whole of Ziggy from its head sort of peels off.
This is fake Ziggy, yeah.
This is fake Ziggy, yeah. So the whole of his skin just sort of peels off and then sort of gets absorbed back into it, and it stands back upright. And this thing is now, it looks like a human without any skin. Like it's just muscle and sinew and guts. And it's just standing there, and its eyes are glowing yellow, and its teeth are all sharp. And it's just sort of like doing these weird sort of cat-like animalistic movements. And it's got these claws now. It doesn't have a sword and a shield anymore. It just has claws on its hand. And it just stands there. Please make a willpower test, though.
Righty-ho.
Yeah, you're passing. This thing's fucking hideous and terrifying, but your bloodlust is up, and this thing is hurting your friends. And, you're in that kind of space of, you're hurting my friends, I'm going to hurt you back. Kind of.
Nice!
So, this thing's horrible. Yeah, pretty horrible. Pete, you're too far away.
It's all good. It's hitting the gallbladder.
Hitting the gallbladder. Said Ziggy unconsciously.
It's the gallbladder.
He's delirious, man. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Okay. So, this thing is, you can see this thing. And Pete, I'm going to say you're too far away to be affected. But this thing is really fucking... If a dragon wasn't bad enough, this thing is like a skin human. Alright, cool. Alright, Bondo. So... Where are we at? I think that's it for everybody. This is a new round, right? That's Pete's go, so now it's on to Ratty's down, so that's one round left. Sorry, it's Ziggy's go, but that's one round down, so that's Ratty's go next. Ratty,
So
as you're up the tree, one thing happens. Noodle and Mr. Spidge have actually joined you up the tree. They hopped into your body as it was floating. And which is the one that is the...
It's not Noodle, it's Gorbo. Noodle's the old one. We no longer have a Noodle, do we?
What?
No.
No, what?
Pete, you're wrong.
You're wrong, Pete.
Oh,
It's
am I
not
wrong?
fucking
I'm
Noodle.
confusing myself. Oh
Yeah,
my God,
dude.
Yeah.
sorry.
Do you know how
Yeah.
much work went into that wiki? We're not changing it. Not our work, but their work. So it's Noodle.
Stand down, Pete. Stand
down, Pete. All right.
Yeah.
So Noodle and Spidge. Which one does what? And bearing in mind the players know this, but the characters don't.
Spidge is the one that brings ingredients. Noodle is the charger.
Sure. So she is the charger that charges magic points back.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so Mr. Spidge, it scurries out and is just holding onto your ear and just sort of taps you a couple of times on the side of the face. And Mr. Spidge is the one that got overcharged, and its eyeballs are still clackling bright, brilliant yellow and blue. And it's just looking at you like it's had way too many cups of coffee. its whiskers are sort of crooked now and standing out at really weird angles. And it just grabs your cheek and it just points down to where Ziggy is lying down. And then it just keeps pointing down at Ziggy, and then it just keeps putting its eyeballs right next to your eyeballs, and then it just points back at you.
Okay, so I am going to grab it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to hold him out towards Ziggy.
Okay.
I'm going to aim the ferret like a ferret cannon at Ziggy.
You're going to throw the ferret?
I'm not going to throw it. Is this the one that ate the scroll?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So I'm not going to throw the ferret. No.
All right.
I'm holding it like a cat. Imagine when they straighten out. Imagine that it's So I'm holding it in two hands.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna go, do what you gotta do, girl. Like
Okay.
Oh no!
Okay, so the ferret just like sits there, and it just goes, and this kind of weird blue.
I'm gonna tweak its tail as well, just a little bit. Not.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, sure.
Like trigger.
You're gonna yank its tail. Okay, so this kind of weird.
No, just a gentle tweak.
Okay, a tweak of its tail. Less dramatic, but let's go with it. So this kind of weird blue, like almost like a sonar ray. Like you can't see sonar, but if you could, it'd be like that. Comes out, and it sort of just stops short here, and then it rescinds back towards the ferret. And the ferret looks at you with this kind of like kind of gesture. But it looks like the blue. But it's still charged. Like the charge comes back into Mr. Spidge, and it just sort of like then starts pointing back at Ziggy's character. So maybe, I don't know, I mean, maybe you're not close enough, but this blue ray sort of only goes so far and then comes back.
I'm taking the hint.
Cool. You're still Flight of Agmaring it, aren't you?
I thought I was resting on a branch.
Yeah, but you can still fly like as a paper
He's
bag.
in the hedge.
All right, can I push off towards him then?
You can totally push off towards him. Yeah, okay, roll a 2d6 to see how far you're going to get.
Is that a D6? Yes, it is. Yeah. And is this one as well?
Yeah, it is.
All right.
6. Okay, cool. I'm going to say that you can float to around here-ish.
That's not very good, is it? Really?
But you reckon? And you're very high up, by the way. You're up here. Yeah. Just saying.
Okay.
So you're floating gently over here, and you can. And now you're holding Mr. Spidge out, and you can try again. Next round, I'm guessing.
Okay.
All right. So that's your round over, really. Cool. Okay. Who's next? And I guess it's Bondo again, right?
Bondo.
Stick it to him, Bondo. Stick it to him.
Bondo.
Jim's given up and just gone.
Bondo.
Hello?
Bondo.
Hi, Bondo. You still muting us?
Way there.
Jim, we're on Twitch right now.
This isn't for funsies. I mean, this is for funsies, but it's not for funsies.
I have rolled to hit. I got 16.
You're supposed to be having a good time.
Tried to bury my axe in the doppelganger.
You rolled a 16. Okay, cool. Did you do that like preemptively?
No, I was saying I'm gonna kiss my axe and all this, and I was on mute. So I completely missed it. All that brilliant bit of acting on my part.
Amazing. It's gone like so much sashimi. Okay, so roll a d6. Is that your damage as well?
Oh, I haven't rolled that yet.
Yeah. Okay. So 2 plus your strength from
3.
That's 5, right? And anything else?
I'm gonna add 1 for luck.
Okay, so you try and add 1 for luck, but you can't. Your luck has run out. So what you thought was like a big swinging hit actually doesn't amount to much. It's a really piffling hit. But what you are doing is winning. You're pushing this thing back now. It's now back against the pot. So there's a big pot with a fire underneath it. Just FYI, which is where poor delicious Vandor's corpse that's been chopped up is now cooking. In fact, you see like Vandor's arm. So this is Vandor's arm, just sticking out, just there. Maybe his head over here, on like a kebab stick. That's Vandor.
Nice.
So that's Vandor over there. So yeah, he's right next to the cooking pot, but he's backed against the corner. You're now winning, so you get +10 to your weapon skill roll next round. Cool. Oh yeah, I've still got this dude to do something with. So the dragon, who is looking particularly, he starts going, "No, it's not supposed to be like this. You're an hors d'oeuvre." He basically turns to you and
who's the hors d'oeuvre?
He points towards Ratigan, and he hears and that's sort of like these butterflies come out of his nostrils, and these 2 little pretty butterflies just come straight up and start spinning around. You know, like when cartoon characters get hit and they see the little birds going like that. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
those things.
Stun.
Yeah, a little stun thing. But these little yellow butterflies sort of like start winging around him like that. Tom, you're going to need to make a willpower test, please.
Okay. So my willpower is 37.
All right.
+5 because of the delicious breakfast.
Ooh, 38, you lucky bastard. That was so close. I saw that. Okay,
breakfast power.
Breakfast power. So these little...
War of bacon!
so these... It's Ted-tastic breakfast. You all laughed at me when I gave it to you, but now who knows? Okay, so these little butterflies like land on your nose and start like doing tap dances and trying to be chummy, but you're not buying it. You know that this has come out of the nostrils of a dragon, and it's not to be trusted. So I
know that they're dragon booger butterfly.
They are the dragon booger butterflies.
Dragon booger butterfly.
That's right. Which is also now my new tongue twister for next time I have to do a voiceover, which is like 2 days time. So you basically get Mr. Spearge who's about to cast the spell, and you just rub them against your nose. And his back sort of squashes these little butterflies. And one of the butterflies, like on your nose, like puts his arm out, like, no, I'm just a butterfly. And then right at the end when
one of them.
Yeah, Spidge eats one of them and then just squishes the other one with a paw. And as the one under its paw is dying, you think the butterfly just raises a little hand and just flips you off. You think? So these were definitely evil butterflies. And then
what a little dickhead.
What a little dickhead, huh? And then Mr. Speed just crushes him and into like paste. And you hear this, no, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. There's no way you could have done that. Oh shit. And you hear that from the dragon.
Ooh, intriguing.
Ooh.
All right.
Suddenly gone tier 3 lockdown.
And so where are we at with this? I can't remember. I've completely lost track of who the fuck's doing what. Where are we at? Which round?
Ziggy's still unconscious, so...
Still unconscious, so Ratty's go.
Yeah, I think this is my last round of unconsciousness.
This is your last round of unconsciousness, so it's actually Ratty's turn again, I want to say. And then
Bondo? Back to me.
Back to Teddy? Oh yeah, the coward.
Sure. Yeah, Teddy.
That's right. Teddy, what can you do, sir?
You and your cowardice.
Teddy, please make an intelligence test plus 10. Because you hear this, no, you're all supposed to be idiots, and all that stuff.
Ooh. Roll the dice. No, I'm still
89. Okay, so wow. All right. So this thing,
hear him basically.
What you heard was what he said was, it's like that bit out of Stand By Me. Now what I heard was, singing sick balls. What the thing is? What is that called again? What's the quote? Chopper sick balls. No, basically, it's that moment. So you basically hear this huge roar, whereas everybody else hears a weedy little Liverpudlian accent. So that's, it's not Liverpudlian, it's Moot. Okay. Moot speak, sorry. Moot speak accent. Moot speak accent. So that's what you hear, this big roar, and this thing is still very much a dragon as far as you're concerned. Your go, so what are you going to do?
So, fake, what's his name? Fake Ratty. Fatty, as we
Fake Ratty, he's over there.
He's going to have a shot to the head now as well.
Okay,
Fake Ratty should definitely be known as Batty. Yeah.
Really? How about?
Oh, maybe not.
How about Cloney?
Oh no, that's just
Cloney.
That's a miss.
Is that a big miss? Okay, where is that? This one?
No, 92.
Oh, 92. Okay, cool. All right, so you fire and it just goes wide. This thing is now like basically trying to jump after Ratty, who's floating in the air still. So this thing is now just basically constantly jumping up and down, swishing a big stick. Basically, you can't.
This would be comical.
This is comical. You can't actually tell now which one is Ratty again. Like you lost count, and you're not entirely sure which one's which. Actually, I'm going to say. So you think it's the one floating, but it could also be the idiot trying to hit him with a stick underneath him.
They're both being quite idiotic.
They're both being pretty stupid, yeah. Which is, I guess, the saving grace of that one. Okay, so that's your go. Next is this is your third round or second round, Zygmunt?
I've had 2 rounds of inactivity, I think.
Oh, you can get up now, right?
No, I can parry for an additional. So I can get up, but I can only parry for an additional. Oh, I need to roll a d4 again.
Oh, fuck that. Just say that for the next round as you get up, you can only parry. I don't want to do the whole d4 rounds, because this show will be over by then. So let's just say that you can parry this round.
I'll get to my feet and parry this round. That's fine. I rolled a 1 anyway. That's cool. Okay, fine. So I will get to my feet. Can I assume a defensive position near to one of my allies and parry for them? Can I stagger over towards... like they're being...
You can't reach anybody, but you can definitely stagger like to where you see Ratty, who's trying to. I'm gonna play something. Ratty is now apparently has managed to get evil Ratty into the air, and is now trying to hit evil Ratty, who's now floating above him like this.
Okay.
So you can try and hit evil Ratty, who's floating above you. You could do that.
Can I do that this turn or shit? Yeah.
Next turn you can do that. So next turn you can try and hit evil Ratty who's floating.
stagger towards Evil Ratty, coming around and trying to swat at him like a fly. Yeah.
Okay. So Ratty, it's your go. So Steve is now awake and is now trying to hit you with his sword, and he's like, I believe, beneath you, trying to poke you with the sword and jumping up and down.
So,
You've got Mr. Spidge, who's literally bubbling.
Yeah, I'm going to try snapping Steve again. Well, Siggy again with Mr. Spidge. Yeah. No, it's Noodle who's the one.
Oh, is it Noodle? Okay, whichever one it's supposed to be then is that's the one. All right, cool. So it's you basically, as you're trying to do that, Steve, you realise that this fiend doppelganger has got magic and is now zapping you with this like blue ray. Like very like Star Trekky, and you're going to take D6
disco rays,
disco Dave, disco Pete says disco days. Sorry, oh wow, not enough coffee, Neil. You're going to take 2d6 of awful health recovery. If you want to roll that, please, Tom.
2d6 of what?
Basically, he's been zapped with the health. But he thinks he's basically being attacked by an evil Ratty, but actually it's real Ratty. So you're going to get 9 wounds back, sir, which is your maximum, I guess.
Dude.
It's pretty sweet. Where are you down here?
Right, Ratty, I take it back.
Just got ferret health revitalizer.
Yeah, baby. That feels good. Clicking that wounds back up.
Right. So I'm
going to do, I think, I sort of flex. Sort of go down. And when I bounce back up with my arms sort of, apart, blue energy bounces off me.
Yeah, you do like
He-Man.
In fact, you get so energized, you can't help but come out with the pop out your way out of this thing.
I'm going to do a Keanu Reeves so that the whole reality bends up and flexing.
Nice.
Okay, yeah, good.
Okay, cool.
I'm back. This time.
The other Ratty, which you now presume is the evil Ratty, looks at you like, huh? Like that, and just like is drooling a little bit out of its mouth. Again, you can't really tell if that's Ratty or not, but you think that's evil Ratty on the ground now, even though the drool is very similar. You know what I mean?
Okay.
All right. So that's that. I'm not going to give you an attack because we did say parrying and all that stuff.
Fair enough.
That's Ratty Bondo. It's your go. You hear this from behind you, but God knows what's that. The dragon is now also backing off again. Is now stepping through the vegetable garden. What do you do, sir?
I am going to press the attack with the chappie that I'm up against at the moment.
All right.
I want to see what his insides look like on the outside.
Okay, cool. Wait, that was like very...
Ooh, 27.
27, that's a hit.
Yeah.
It's,
Right.
nice.
D6 time. 4 plus 3 is 7.
7 okay, that's gonna do it. All right, this thing, you literally... Okay, you can, in a very delicate way, you can tell me how this thing dies. Nothing too fancy, because it's only on a -1, for God's sake. All right, so in fact, I'm going to tell you how it dies. So you manage to slash it across the chest.
Really
All right, Jim. Fair enough, Jim. How are you going to kill this thing? How's it going to go?
I am going to shove the flat end of my axe into his neck and push him into the pot.
Nice. It was because I was going with that as well. I didn't know whether you were going to go that. That's fine. Good.
Nice.
Very good, Jim. So tell us in a little bit more dramatic detail. Why not? Let's go for it.
Right, I draw the axe back with both hands, and then lunge and thrust with a backhand blow to the neck. This pushes the creature back into the pot. He slips in his footing on the logs and goes head first, feet up, into the boiling pot. Yeah! There's a lot of thrashing, which then stops quite quickly.
Like this. Okay, cool. Cool. This thing, exactly. Then the waters go still. And as that happens, you see this arm punch out of the water, and you see poor Vandor, his head pops up and goes, "It's very hot in here. A little help." And Vandor's head just pops out. His arm pops out as well. This arm that was over here actually, which fell in again, now
Is he
pops
like
out.
sort of half
He's super
cooked
burnt.
and melted?
Oh my god, he's super. He's got so many. He does not look good. He looks.
Does he look like the guy in RoboCop? Who's
a little bit like that.
I was going to say, this sounds like a Paul Verhoeven moment.
Yeah, he looks a little bit like Paul Verhoeven. So
I'm not at all happy in this pot.
yeah, so he's sort of on the edge of this pot now, and he's just like there.
Andor came back, everybody.
Okay,
Yay.
and now Jim, can you make an intelligence test?
Oh, in a rerun.
Oh dear.
79.
Oh,
Okay.
no, I fail it.
Cool. So Vandor looks very much alive, but he's in real bad shape, dude, and he's melting a little bit, and he's got real bad sunburn. You should probably help him.
Okay,
Well,
I kicked
depends
the
how you
pot
feel,
over.
Okay, you kick the pot over in this direction, and you do so, and actually outrolls the doppelganger. Like half his body hasn't managed to change yet, and he's just got an arm of Vandor and the head of Vandor, and then you see Vandor's cut-up corpse also roll out, like this, like that, and that's like a foot over here, and is an ear. That's his hair.
Okay.
Weirdly hasn't burned.
So Vandor is clearly dead. The doppelganger has been pretending to be him in the pot.
Just to be clear with the community, Vandor is dead.
Really?
So dead.
Dun, 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 dun.
Until, of course, we have the we'll have the Ziggy Ewing moment where Ziggy steps out the shower and it's all a dream, and Vandor's there waiting for him, going, "Honey, you okay? You look really freaked out." Yeah, that'll be it. No, Vandor's
Don't
dead.
ship characters, Neil. Don't ship them. You know what happens.
So
Neil said it was true.
Okay, so this is definitely the doppelganger, and it's definitely dead now, which is great. The dragon is now doing this weird thing where it's literally its tail is swishing around, and it's literally like looking almost like for an exit, which is really a bit of a letdown, Bondo, because like you know about dragons, man, you've seen a dragon. And this thing is like a really low rent dragon. Do you know what I mean?
Impressive.
Not impressive at all, but you also know it's not a dragon. So what are you going to do, sir?
Right, well now, if I can, I will charge the dragon.
Yeah, you can start. You can take like the first few footsteps of that kind of thing.
I've got little legs. I need a bit of a warm-up.
You do need a bit of exercise, don't you? Alright, so Teddy...
I said little legs, not
Sorry.
not bags.
Sorry. So Teddy, it's now your go.
Fat bloke jokes, here we go.
Teddy, save us.
That came back to me really quickly. Sure.
Okay.
Then who's left? We've got. I'm shoot that doppelganger. Again.
That was very wise. But wait. Okay. I have to do this because there's too many gags. Okay, as you kind of turn back, and as you do so,
too many gags.
As you do so, you see Ziggy and Ziggy facing each other, and you're not entirely sure which one is which.
Hold on, Ziggy and Ziggy.
Yeah.
I thought it was Ziggy and Larry.
Yeah, but that's what you thought last time you looked. But now it's Ziggy and Ziggy, and you're not entirely sure whom is whom. So make a intelligence test. Sorry, intelligence.
Oh.
Based on what you know the person Ziggy to be, now you have to work out which one's Ziggy.
Who went into the pot, Neil?
Yeah, ooh, I passed one.
22. That was Ziggy.
Yeah.
And now this is also Ziggy. It's a bit weird.
More. Oh wow! All right.
Everyone loves Ziggy.
But for your information, both Steve and Tom, there is no evil Ratty anymore. There's now only evil Ziggy. You got it? Make sense?
Yep.
No.
Cool. All right, fair enough. Just play along. So yeah. So
my Ziggy's covered in char marks, right, from being hit by fireballs.
Yeah,
so
and the other Ziggy is not. Yeah, that's what you reckon. You
that's
realise
that giveaway.
One has been like Texas barbecued, and the other one it looks actually younger than they did when you first met them. So yeah, you can definitely aim for the one in the red.
She's my obvious target.
Target.
Yeah, it's a hit.
Okay, nice. Roll d6.
And that's over here.
1.
Oh, for 4 damage again.
4 damage.
God.
Okay, you hit this thing in the shoulder, and it sort of like it shrugs it off, and sees you and goes, "Mein Gott," and just sort of "Mein Gott, mein Gott," like that, as it's trying to work out Ziggy voice in a very short span of time. So that's that. Ziggy, it's now your go, and this thing is now trying to like homage you, so it's trying to like be Ziggy.
There can be only one Ziggy.
Nice. Okay. All right,
I'm going to try and backhand his head off.
Okay, cool.
A cold shot. Okay.
87.
No,
That's a miss.
87.
So you do backhand it, but it does no damage, man. You just like. Whatever.
Everyone turns to look at Ziggy as he trips over his feet and falls.
What time we do see you?
So yeah, everybody is now looking at Ziggy, going, "Come on, Ziggy!" And you just backhand him, and this doppelganger takes the hit, looks back at you, and just goes, "There can be only one Ziggy," and then attacks you. Okay, because that's what you get for trying that. Okay.
That's how I.
Okay, it is going to have a pot back at you, sir. So that is this thing's, what do you call it? And ooh, very close. Okay, good. Okay, that's 7 points of damage.
Can I do something about that? Can
Parry?
I parry it or something like that? Is that
got
how?
to
Oh, I
attack.
can dodge blow. I've got to dodge blow as well.
Try dodge blow first, and then you can parry.
Try dodge blow. Okay, so what's this? Under my initiative. So my initiative is 46. Come on, lucky 46.
Nope. Okay, 71. So, and you can try. You can parry it and lose your second attack.
Does that come up as something? Is it 17?
That's 70.
Okay, fine, apologies. Right. Yes. So I can do. How do I do a parry? Do I have to do a
Weapon skill
weapon
roll,
skill
and then
check?
you minus
Right.
d6 from its damage. Yeah, so you can minus d6. It was hitting you for what did I say, 7 points of damage or something.
Yeah, I could just tough it out, but I'm feeling having just been turned into so much breath first.
So that's 3 points of damage, which is not going to do anything to you, I believe.
Yeah, exactly. So I go.
In fact, your little characters just did that. Look at this. What's this? Clink, clink, and just parry. Ooh, little like what do you call it? Little something or other. I can't remember. There's a call for it. Yeah, it's nice.
VFX.
Nice.
Wow.
Okay, that's what
VFX
happens.
on this baby is great. Yeah.
I spent cash.
So, and he goes, stop copying me.
And he goes, stop copying me.
No, I told you to stop copying
No,
me.
I told you to stop copying me.
Pathetic.
You're pathetic. Don't you smell? And he goes, raising the stakes.
It's a dead giveaway. Okay, right.
Because the cannon that I used to fire in my old army blew out all my nostril olfactory capacity. I can't smell anything. They all know that, right, guys? You know this about me, my details, my life, right?
Floating overhead, I'm going to go, you're both pathetic.
Okay, I thought we haven't established.
Floating overhead like a like a helium balloon. Some child is laughing.
Nice. So much like I was going to say much like the Hindenburg, you have to come down, but that's a really terrible thing. I'm not going to say that. So much like a hot air balloon, you have to gently come down to the ground at some point. So what are you going to do? You're floating above head. This is Ratty's turn now. You're in prime position.
Teabag, fake Siggy.
Just switch off your magic and fall on him, dude.
Yeah, man. Just literally drop
Body,
2 feet on him.
Do a gorilla splash. Yeah.
Oh my god, we've descended into WWE. Brilliant.
I'm going to zap him with my petty lightning bolt.
Zap him in the head.
I'm going to zap him in the head. The fake one.
What does it actually do? Apart from just like make people's hair go on end. Is that what it does?
It's sort of basically the equivalent of a.
Does it do any damage to him?
No,
But
it will hurt him enough. It basically would zap him away. Like it would.
Oh, it would make him move
make
away.
him jump.
But you're floating above him. You don't need him to necessarily move away. He's going to be like he's already 4 yards away from you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't zap him.
I mean, you can do it for flavour. I'll tell you. I think it's funny as hell. But I'm just saying mechanically, it may not do that much.
Has he still got a weapon in his hand?
Yeah, he very much looks like Ziggy, so he's got a shield and a sword in his hand now.
All right, I'm butterfingersing him then. All right, you.
Did you see what Bondo? I guess you didn't really. You were over in this tree. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, you can try Butterfingers if you want.
Yeah, I didn't see.
That's fine. So you can try Butterfingers. That
I don't
makes
have
sense.
my weapons with me either, by the way.
And you can see your staff is poking out this big box over here. Your little staff with your branch is like here, basically.
Well, should I be rolling to see where I float next?
You definitely should be, but that'll be funny when you try and do something, and then we'll work out where you're going.
Best spell.
I really want you to do the lightning zap and then accidentally float over the other Ziggy. Fucking brilliant. It's too late for that. All right, so first things first, let's roll to see where you're going, because that might change things dramatically. So 2d6, I believe, and you're... Yeah. Do you need to sustain another magic point yet? Because I think you're running out of time in the air, right?
It's 3 rounds, isn't it?
Yeah, well, you've hit 3 rounds now, sir.
Oh, in that case, I should be basically falling to the floor right now.
Fine, so you're gently, like, cascading, billowing down like this.
Yeah, like a feather.
Yeah,
like a little eider down, wafting.
Yeah. So roll a d12, then roll 2d6 to see where you're going to land. This just gets better.
Okay.
Cooking pot, cooking pot, cooking pot, cooking pot.
Roof of the hut.
Right, 2d6, that's 7 yards, and then roll a direction, so d12, which is here, please. And I'll pick I know where 12 is basically where your feet are right now. So that's 11. So you're going to roll this way. Okay, you're going to be like, basically, you're going to slam in. You're going to basically go through this tree again. Because you can't get enough of that. All right, so you just fall through the tree. You're not going to hurt yourself.
Attracted to that tree. I'm very happy in trees. I am.
You are. You just basically do this and just land, like with gently, on your ass.
Yeah.
At the base of the tree.
Stuck up the tree.
Yeah, like you're actually standing up. You're standing up upside down. That's where you are right now. Cool. Okay, that is kind of your round over. Unless you want to fire off some magic, so I don't think there's much else.
I'm going to zap him.
From upside down position. Love it. Okay.
Yeah.
You're John wooing the shit out of this. It's great. So, okay, so
yeah,
zapping.
I'm upside down. I'm going to be like, I point him out, and Spidge brings me a little piece of wire into my hand, and I go, "Gurch, you bastard!" at the fake, and do it, and I don't think it does any damage, but it basically would make him like, it kind of basically is like a taser shot, but without. Even knocking him over.
It doesn't stun him or anything.
I don't think it stuns him. It would make him jump. I should actually. I'm gonna have to look up the effect.
I think you're right. Actually, I think that's kind of fuck all. It's just a flavor thing. Okay, so you do that, and he does jump, and half of his face suddenly morphs into yours. He goes, "Oh, you bastard!" Like that.
Whoa! Really my flavor.
Yeah. So half his face is now Ziggy. The other half is now you. And you go, "Oh, you bastard!" Like that.
Yeah, he can't zap me back though, can he?
No, he cannot. He's just a poor, orphaned doppelganger who's just trying to make his way in the world by eating people. It's not his fault.
I've got the thing here. So the little spell can be used to chase annoying busybody people away. It creates a bolt of lightning which will jolt the target, make a mess of the hair, but it will not hit the person directly. It's only meant as a warning. Sort of a small electrical fence which one can bring up if someone is annoying. He's been very annoying, so he's got that.
He's zapped. I love the fact after basically
one magic point. There you go.
After surviving a massacre, this is your go-to spell. I love it.
Can we say?
From acorns grow massive.
One day it'll be a fucking lightning storm.
One day I'm going to turn that into a proper lightning bolt spell, and people will fear me then. That's all I'm saying.
Can we say that as it's flavor? Can we say that we have some sort of advantage for working out that he's the real Slim Shady, or not the real Slim Shady, as the case may be, because half of his face has morphed into something else and his hair.
No, I think you know. I think the point is that now his face is stuck, and also the fact that Tom, the real Ziggy the real Ratty went through the tree is evidence enough.
Good.
Yeah, you're totally fine. You know exactly who's who.
I know who I am.
Do you? Or wait, Night. Maybe you're the doppelganger. Wow.
Maybe you're the GM.
Maybe you're the GM. Holy shit. Am I just a player? Oh my god, I'm the player. Fuck, I'm the player. It would make so much sense. Look at scene 1. And I try and hold this thing together.
We're all just the GM, experiencing ourselves subjectively.
There you go. Are you going to do something now, motherfucker, or what? Are you just going to procrastinate?
No, it's not my go. Isn't it Teddy's go, or Bondo's go, or somebody else's
never
go?
Stopped us in the past. Okay.
Initiative? Where did that go?
It's now Bondo's go, obviously.
A word said. I love the way we've got the initiative order written somewhere over here, but it's so far away.
Nobody can be bothered to look at it.
You know what?
All right.
That's impressive. Well,
So I'm gonna do this. So Bondo, now you see the little dude again, Merry, and he's literally like just now like looking very nervous, and he's like doing this, and ich, and he starts running. And she goes, but he's running like, let's put it this way, he's not athletically challenged. Many skills I'm sure he has, and let's face it, neither is your character. You've only got movement of 3, so this could be hysterical as both of you try and chase each other through a forest, neither of which you're suited to move through. So what are you going to do, sir?
I'm just going to turn and this guy up.
Oh, you're going to go for the doppelganger?
Sod it.
Okay.
1 under my belt today, let's see if I can get some more.
Alright, dude. Alright, so you go for the doppelganger.
Listen to this, Tim.
Okay, so roll it.
Oh, 5.
Really critical hit.
Is that critical?
That's a critical, sir.
Okay.
That's critical. Wow, okay. That's double damage. Putting this puppy to bed early, aren't we?
6 and that's 6 plus my 3. That's 9.
So 18 points of damage. Okay, cool. You're just going to destroy this thing. So, in fact, you're going to rob Ziggy of his glorious, that everybody's now obviously watching, cool moment.
Because no one's going to see it anyway, so hey.
No.
Jim, are you away from your mic, mate? It's sounding quiet. You're sounding quiet.
I think he's eating
Stuck in my
again,
head.
isn't he? It's danger snack time.
I'm not eating.
I'm eating.
I hope you brought enough for everybody.
I did, if you couldn't find me.
You've seen the size of me. I've eaten enough for everybody. Right, anyway. Yeah, I'm going to kill him.
Alright, do it. Tell us how you can do this, dude.
I am going to jump slightly and just bring the axe down on him. Try and pass it through as much of his body as nominally possible.
I'm pretty sure you can go through even like a phone directory book that was hidden on his person somewhere. That's how powerful this hit was. So
Wow.
you just basically go,
Bondo!
Ba-dum, cha, 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 cha. Where's the animation that makes him jump? Oh, fuck
Such a
you.
child.
Bah! Yeah, he does. Alright, cool. You chop through this thing in two. And yeah, that's it. It's over. Like, this horrible, terrible fucking experience is suddenly gone. Pete, you realise the dragon has disappeared, which doesn't make any fucking sense.
What happened to the dragon?
Very like that.
Well, folks, we're still in initiative. Does anybody want to do anything?
Well, are you chasing after that halfling?
Well, I can't be bothered. Bondo can't be asked.
Time to rummage through the pack and see what's in there.
Yay!
Treasure and the hearts. Treasure time.
Wait, so you're not going to chase after the what's his face?
Not personally, no.
I am. Yeah, definitely.
You're going to chase. Okay, cool. Do you have follow trail?
I've got etiquette
That'll
You
do.
can ask very nicely.
and
about
heraldry.
Bondo.
If he's a sportsman, he'll leave a trail I can follow.
Well, he'll put back the branches he moves, won't he? Okay, so you're going to basically peg. What's your movement?
It wouldn't be actually. I'm swift. I've got 5.
Oh, that's
movement.
very useful. Okay, so you're like
And,
hot-footing it through.
and I've got ride horse, so I can run along with coconuts, which makes me go fast.
Okay, you pick up. You sort of do one of those things where you pick up a stick from the ground and start smacking yourself in the arse, going, "Come on there! Come on now! Come on, girl! Yeah!"
I'm hallucinating. Leviticus is back with me. Come,
The
Leviticus.
ghost of- come. No, that's right.
You've got one hoof in your bag.
All right. So
It's all I've got to remember him by.
make an initiative test. This thing is not like easy. Like this thing doesn't move in the woods well at all. So make an initiative test. I'm gonna give you +10 actually. I'm gonna throw you a bone because it was moving with great alacrity and not much care.
It doesn't matter. 75.
Okay, that's okay. You sort of see where it went. So you're heading in that direction at the moment. I'm going to take you over here. So we're going to play this out in a way, I guess. Cool. Okay. So going back to you lot, I'm sorry it's going to have to be rounds for the moment, but it has to sort of like make sense.
Split the party. Sorry, chaps.
Alright, it's fine.
Okay,
Let's
I told
do
you
it.
not to
Do it.
this. You son of a bitch. Okay, so what's the rest of you going to do right now?
I'm rummaging.
Okay, so you find that all the stuff in here is your stuff, except for a backpack that you don't remember having, which has got a V stitched into it. A little flower.
I wonder who that belongs to.
It's like a
Fit for
little.
dead.
Yeah, it has a little Edelweiss flower stitched into it.
Love it.
It's got and the V is like really lovingly cared, but it also looks like a V that's been like it's old. It's like an old embroidered V. Like it's been passed down from person to person kind of thing, like a family heirloom or something.
Cool.
And that's in the backpack.
Yeah, I'm ripping that open and seeing what's in it.
I'll tell you what's in there later, but you can basically claim that if you
Yeah,
wish.
yeah.
There's also the hut.
Van Door's backpack.
You got Van Door's. Just put Van Door's backpack. I'll work it out.
Yeah, sure.
What's Bondo and Ratty going to do? Ratty is sort of upright now and back in the game. And ooh.
I grab my staff from the pile of stuff, and I'm going after Ziggy. I am pissed at this whole experience and want closure badly.
All right, cool. So can you please also make an initiative test?
Yep. My initiative is rubbish, but we still got the +5 breakfast
You do?
thing.
You do?
+5 breakfast.
I passed.
Cool. All right, you two are going to be dealt with in a second, but for the moment, I'm going to finish up what's up here, then we'll work out what's going on over there. Okay, so Teddy and Bondo, is there anything else of note that you want to do? Because we're going to be sort of swifting over in a second to try and wrap that business up.
First thing, I'll be checking the hut afterwards.
You're going to check the hut?
Yeah.
Okay. So you get all your stuff back, Bondo, and you get your helmet back on and all that kind of stuff. So you're fitted out as you were. Everybody's gone. But you don't think it's anything to do with you, but everybody's gone. You're just basically like empty. There's a cooking pot knocked over. There is a field of lots of vegetables, and they look great actually. They look very well cared for, very well tended. But apart from that, that's kind of it, dude. You also notice, because you know anyway, but there's no like dragon footmarks anywhere. You know, it's interesting that how what do you call it? How good that illusion spell was. But it was clearly, obviously, fake. You knew that.
Bloody hell's Bondo! What was that? I don't bloody. What are we?
I was not sure, but I don't think that was a dragon.
Shit, my bloody britches there.
I wonder what that smell was.
I love the fact he's like just running through a hut as you're having this conversation with each other. It's just like smash, cling, cling, cling. Oh fucking hell! I can't open the lock. What was that thing? Yeah, just running around.
Come and check in here with me, Bondo, just in case.
Okay, so the only thing of any note you find is like what do you call it? Like a the thing that holds test tubes. It begins with a P.
Tesseract?
Yeah, that's right.
Phylactery.
Tesseract.
Phylactery is what Leash keeps his soul in.
I was going to say, I don't think it's
I played Dragon Age. So yeah, you
Sorry, I
find.
was thinking of something else. Sorry.
Teddy, you find this thing, and it's got like about 3 test tubes in it of different coloured liquid with stoppers on top of it. You have no idea what they do. Bondo, as he's like rifling through this stuff, you actually literally stumble over a belt, which is on the floor, and it's also like it's been set out on the bed. This little tiny bed. Basically, this thing, I should describe it. It's a hut, but it's very very simple. There's like a window here, and that's it. There's a cot here. What looks to be like a hanging wardrobe type of affair here. Like a table which looks very much filled with magic paraphernalia, but like useless to anybody that doesn't do magic, I guess, apart from this like rows of potions or whatever it is that Teddy's found. There's nothing else of really any note here, but on the bed laid out is this little sailor outfit, like this.
What?
It's like a sailor outfit. It's got like one of those like Jean-Paul Gaultier. It's really cool. And with a little hat. He's got a little hat there as well, a little sailor's hat. And next to it is this very cool belt, which looks like it's a good dwarf, halfling, gnome-sized belt. But obviously, weirdly, the sticky fingers hasn't seen that, whereas Bondo, you've clapped eyes on it immediately.
It's a girdle, masculinity, femininity, don't fall for it.
It's a really beautiful belt, but it's beautiful.
That's D&D, man. It's okay, we're safe.
Fair enough.
It's a beautiful belt.
Right then, I think Bondo likes the look of that, and Bondo will take the belt and the hat.
Nice.
But not the outfit.
Take the outfit, man. It's like Jean-Paul Gaultier shit, dude. Take the outfit, man.
Bondo.
No, Bondo just likes the hat.
Listen, motherfuckers, you guys pressured me to have Skaven and pirate hats. You owe me.
All right, okay. Bondo bags the lot surreptitiously without Teddy noticing.
Please put down 90s Jean-Paul Gaultier sailor outfit.
Yeah. Hello, my little friends.
Very good. Okay, so you have the sailor outfit, but the belt looks yes, you're trash.
That's what the girl.
You are trash. Hello, mes amis. How you doing? Welcome to You Are Trash. Okay, so you have now this belt, which actually
from East London.
No, it's not.
So Nicole was from East London.
Shut up. Just go with the. I'm doing. It's fucking fantasy, man. Come on. Go with it. So you have this belt, and you have on it loads of hooks, and there's actually little pouches. It's like a really cool, fashionable. Not that you know much about fashion, you're just a gnome, but anyway, fashionable utility belt.
Gnomist.
Great. I'm not a gnomist. Well, look, gnomist. As far as I know, I'm not a gnomist. I got a friend that's a gnome. I can't be a gnomist.
Oh, Neil.
So anyway, this is like a utility belt, but it's really nice. Like it's cool, but it looks like a proper cool utility belt with pouches and hooks and things you can put like weapons into, like so those like rope things that you can put weapon into, that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Excellent. I like the look of this. Yeah.
So that
Bondo like that.
Yeah, and you just hear this as you take it. You just hear this. Oh, as like Teddy sees you pick up this belt and just put it around your waist. It's like, you're so greedy. All right. Sorry, I'm speaking for you, Teddy, but I'm imagining that's what you're thinking, right?
Yes, fine, go for it.
Fair enough. Okay, so back to the last bit of the action. So, Ziggy, you are running at full tilt, stopping every now and again, trying to pick up the trail, which you're not entirely sure you have. But up ahead you see a clearing, and you think you see movement. You run in at full pelt, and they're trying to wrestle with the pouch and pull some kind of ingredient out, is the halfling. At the same time, Ratty, you appear, but you're not seen from the side over here in the bushes as you appear, and you see the halflings trying to like kind of hide behind this tree, and you see Ziggy stepping into the clearing. And this guy's got something behind his back, like a material, like a spell ingredient, you know. But you can't tell what that's. Okay, what are you going to do?
What am I doing?
What is Ziggy doing, I guess, first?
Yeah, he's ahead of me.
Well, Ziggy is being typically tactically astute, and he's charging in with his sword raised. By Sigma, you will pay for pretending to be a dragon and burning me.
Okay.
That is a very specific problem that we have, and I'm here to tell you it will not stand.
Okay. So as you do so, you start charging him. I'm gonna say you're gonna be able to make an attack at the same time. He's gonna be able to do something as well.
Ooh, awesome.
So as you come like towards him, he steps back and he puts something to his lips and just goes like that. So both of you are going to make an attack at the same time. Please make a weapon skill attack. He's going to make a ballistic skill attack.
Don't spit at me, you dirty little man.
90. That's not critical, but that's a bad failure. Okay, he is going to fire at you. 65, what's this? Oh yeah, okay, cool. So, and now, okay, as this is all happening dramatically, I'm going to allow Ratty to do something. So this, you sort of see in slow motion almost, that the halfling is firing a blow dart, and it's almost like point blank straight at his face. You've got like a split second to do something to help him, Ratty. What are you going to do? This thing is basically firing it straight at his throat.
Oh, you drop that right now, you bastard!
Nice. Okay, cool. So make a Butterfingers roll. Nice, very cool. All right, so you fire a Butterfingers spell, and
yes.
Okay, it is. Oh, cool, nice. Okay, so this thing, he just literally drops it, and he just like literally fumbles it. He goes, "Hey, what the bloody hell?" And like that. And as he looks up, he just sees Ziggy just clatter into him, and you just like shoulder barge him and smack him down a little bit like this. So you basically like got him prone. You can put your sword to his throat, etc., if you want to.
Yeah, that sounds good. Do I see Ratty? Do I know? Yeah, do I hear Ratty do his?
Ratty does this amazing thing where, you hear him say that, and he steps out, and like it's almost as if like the magic refracts the light around him, and he steps out, and it's just like some Michael Bay cool shit. Like he steps out and goes, "Oh, you better drop me, you bastard!" And he just saves your life, and you know he saved your life, and you witness all of it in glory. Yeah. And right at the last minute, a wind comes through and blows his hair, and it's just like one of those like standing like there, and the wind, his long luscious hair is like blowing, and there's like light around him. He looks fucking amazing, and you witnessed all of it, Steve. You saw all of it.
Okay. That was strangely effective. Can I sort of like punch the halfling in the face with my shield to sort of stun him, and then I'm trying to sort of like bring him in for questioning, sort of thing. So try and stun him rather than kill him. Well, I want to take him back to the pot and extract information from him.
All right, you can do so.
Let's put him in the pot with Vandal's remains.
All right. So as you sort of both stand over and goes, "Hello, Biggins. Listen. Let's not be too hasty, lads." And you just grab him and you just punch him. You knock him out, basically. You just like give him a good crack across the temple, and you just like like that. Okay, you can basically do kind of within reason, because this is a late night show, but let's not go there. Do anything to him that you wish. The boys, in the meantime, are like waiting for you, and you come back, and you've got this little halfling exactly where you want him. I guess you're putting him in the pot, right?
Well, yeah, I don't want to actually. I mean, I'm not going to torture.
The fire's not on. The fire's gone out. You know, the pot's spilled over and everything, so...
Well, what do you think we should do with him? I don't think he's quite dangerous to leave running around these woods. He's obviously waylaying innocent travellers, and I don't know. Can he cast spells without any fingers? I don't know. I'm looking.
Because we put him out of his misery and ours.
Well, I don't think we should kill him. Do you think we could tie him up and take him? Where are we going to the Maison Tower? They have facilities there to deal with him, hand him over for summary justice? I don't know.
At this point, the halfling sort of comes to in the pot and just goes, "Hey, what's going on?" And what have you done to him, by the way? What have you actually what precautions have you taken? Because you haven't really established that.
I mean, I guess we'll have emptied his pockets of anything.
All right.
Anything that looks like ingredients, by the way, I'm taking.
Okay. Yeah, we have a whole bunch of stuff which you're not going to look at right now, but I'll tell you in the.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I've probably tied him hands behind his back, I think.
Okay.
The pot would be difficult for him to climb out of because he's small.
Yep, sure.
Yep. But I don't. Just out of character, what is the sort of the justice sort of in the old world? Would we be expected to?
You don't know. You've only been to the old world on like trips with. Well, you've got a slightly mysterious past, but you've never really been.
Neil, do we know of many halfling mages like where I come from? Is it like
there are few, not many, and definitely not as like powerful as this.
So I've not heard of anyone or anyone like that from the Moot who would.
Would we suspect it being
nothing like
some
this,
sort of
no.
agent of chaos?
No,
Sure.
okay. I'm just going to go to. Who are you? Sorry, get the accent. Who are you then, mate? Where are you from? I don't know any bloody halfling mages from the Moot. So what are you about? Where have you been hiding?
He looks at you and goes, and he stops a second. His face goes completely dead cold. He goes, well.
I'll go into Moot speak as well. Hey, what the bloody hell? Who are you and where are you from? Because I don't fucking know who you are. I never fucking hear you.
He sort of smiles. He smiles at you and goes, "Hey."
Hollyoaks.
He stops there and smiles and goes, "Oh, that's nice, lad. Nice to hear the Moot speak soul from one of me old cousins. That's nice. But I guess it's been a good run,
You
hasn't
ain't no
it?"
cousin of mine.
And he goes, "I guess it's."
Bury you under the patio if you don't bloody tell me who you are and where you're from.
Right, he's gone very, very calm at this point, almost like tranquil. He sort of looks around and just like looks up at the trees and sniffs the air and goes, "Well, it's been a good run. Yeah, it was nice." And he just crunches like the left side of his jaw really, really hard.
Oh, no.
And then his head just starts twitching and he starts frothing and he just goes into spasms. And he just starts rocking around in this cauldron. And it's kind of funny because the cauldron starts going rum, 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 as he starts like rolling around, and he just rolls off, and he just rolls out of the cauldron at your feet, and he's completely like he's dead, like he's just killed. Whatever he took was poisonous, and it's very fast working. You notice that like his mouth is open, this horrible like painful grimace, and you've seen that one of his teeth is cracked, like it was a fake tooth or something like that, and it's just like there, and he's just like this. Can everybody make an initiative test, please?
Yes.
Ooh, roll the dice. Come on, baby. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What'd you get?
0-4.
A pass. It's impressive considering my initiative.
Oh, who's the critical fail?
Me.
Okay. So I'm gonna get to you in a second, dude. So who's passed?
Dude, if you're going to take another fate point
I'm
off
not
me.
going to take a fate point off you. I'm just going to do something.
Your village is missing its idiot.
Okay, so who's failed and who's passed and all that jazz?
I got a critical pass, so can I cancel out Tom's critical fail?
You can to a point. So Tom,
On the side or something, whatever's happening.
for a split second, he looks like somebody that you thought you used to play with as a child, and then you suddenly realise, I killed him. I'm a part of this. I've murdered one of my childhood friends, and then you go, no, he's not. He's a halfling, and he's clearly like an evil bastard that's a cannibal. That's what happens to you. So it's a really weird, strange thing, but honestly, I don't know what to do with this roll. It's a critical failure on something that's completely meaningless.
Then why make us roll in the first?
I don't know. I felt like I had to justify a dramatic moment that's coming up. All right, fuck it. So basically, I don't know what happens to you. Nothing happens to you. It gets cancelled out, as Tom says, because I can't think of anything clever. So sorry, as Steve says. So Steve, okay, Ratty go, oh my God, that's, and you just grab his hand and goes, no, it is not. and then you sort of like you lift the halfling's head slightly to the left, like as if you're inspecting like what's actually happened to him with your sword, and then you notice there's a tiny mark just behind the ear. Just behind his ear, in between, he's got quite long hair. This thing, and you sort of push back the little bit of his hair, and you see this little tiny purple hand just behind his ear, just sitting there, and that's what you find.
Is that like an actual hand or like a tattoo of a hand?
It's a tattoo of a purple hand, and at that point you all stand up, and the camera does this cool Michael Bay bad boy shit, which I can't do this too much in the way, like this, and you all look at each other and go, and then Ziggy says.
He's got a purple thing behind his ear.
Oh, Jesus.
Great line. Good line. Go out on.
Tom, can we get a rewrite like now, instantly?
No, I'm going with it. He's like, I go,
seriously?
And goes, oh yeah, so he does.
Oh, fuck you guys. This is not okay. Fine. This is the cliffhanger, folks. Enjoy it. I told you it was critical fail. This is a critical fail.
That's a cliffhanger.
That was a critical fail cliffhanger.
We don't know. Does anybody know what? We don't think we know what a purple hand signifies. Do we?
No, not at all. But that's not the point. You could have. You know what? Fuck it. Okay, we're gonna go with it. There's a purple hand behind his ear, and you go, ooh. That's like how we're gonna end the episode. Dum 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 dum. All right. So okay, folks, that was a really weird, flatulent ending. Like. Ending, but we're gonna go with it. Apparently,
it was an ending.
In fact, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go dum 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 and on to Sad Neil and just stay there for the end of the show. Sad Neil, everybody. Sad Neil. So, folks, yeah, that's the end of the intermission. We're gonna pick it up pretty quickly next time. I can't believe we ended it like that. We've had such better ending. I did say it was half baked, like 2 weeks ago, or whatever. Okay, so folks, thank you very much for watching this and thank you to our players as always, our mighty heroes. Muchas gracias.
You're very welcome.
Thanks Pete, Tom, Jim and
Thank
Steve.
you. Thank you.
Thank you to Yoga.
Thank you, Yoga.
Well done, Yogo. Much appreciated.
Thank you as always.
Cheers,
and
buddy.
finally, thank you to the community for sticking with us no matter what we do or say.
One of our best efforts.
Thank you again as well to Hidden for all her work on the store, and thank you to everyone who's already bought stuff. It's great. It's great.
Cool.
And
I've got a t-shirt
we shouldn't be too quick to thank Hidden. She's just drawn a picture of a ship of Vandor and Ziggy, which
I'm entirely.
I love it.
Yeah.
You love it, Steve.
I'm very comfortable with that, Steve. I'm. Thank you, Hidden, for doing that. Thank you. Hidden,
thanks, Hidden. Yeah.
Vandor
Love
and
it,
Ziggy.
Steve, you dirty cow.
I can't possibly make like their love affair and beautiful romance and burgeoning desire for one another and friendship, because you have to be friends with your best friend as well as your lover. I can't do that. He's dead. I put him in a pot. He's chopped up.
This is the shower scene from Dallas, Neil, where it's the future.
Oh my god! I
he
said that
went
out
up
loud.
and
Oh,
Vandal
I said that out loud. Shit. Shit. We just chalk that one up to me drinking a little bit too much or something.
We chalk everything up to you, Neil. It's the GM's responsibility.
We've now also got Bondo in a sailor suit, so that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, there's a silver lining.
There's a
to it.
t-shirt right there.
And it's Jean-Paul Gaultier circa 1990s sailor suit. That's what I want. That's what I want.
What the fuck is actually happening there, Neil? Just
I think it's really cool. I think Bondo looked dapper in
Like
that.
the sailor suit, Neil.
when you've known a guy for 30 years, you kind of feel like you can sort of like understand where they're going, and that just. I don't know.
What it is, I'm trying to keep our friendship fresh.
What I'm reckoning is you're looking around your room for inspiration where you currently are. And the
How
first
dare
thing
you.
you see, you're like, I'm putting that.
How dare you?
There's a picture of Le Mail. Actually, you used to have a bottle of Le Mail by Gaultier.
How dare you?
Sounds pretty good. I like
It's in the bathroom
Is
now.
that it?
It's
Is
not
that what
here.
actually happened?
It's not downstairs. It's in the bathroom. And the fact that my daughter, the kid may have drawn a dragon picture last week was completely inconsequential to what happened this time. Don't pull back the curtain, man. Don't pull back the curtain. Okay. On that cheery note of breaking many fourth walls, much love to everybody. Thank you very much for joining us. See you at the table next
Fifth
time.
wall going.
Bye.